Hello everyone, it's Jade here, and I am just going to talk about the last 2 days, yesterday and today's journal entry. Okay, so this topic that I want to cover today is how to stay motivated and inspired by the source of light as a leader. All of us are leaders, okay? Whether we like it or not, if we're parents, if we're adults, we have influence over other people, okay? Whether we have a big group of people or just a few people, we are leaders. And I hope that what I tell you today will help you be a better, more powerful, stronger leader, okay? Here all over. Okay. So yesterday, August 29th, it's Believe You Can, and today is August 30, and it's about outward thinking. So I want to share with you the quote by Theodore Roosevelt, okay? He says, believe you can and you're halfway there. I just want to share with you that this is such a powerful message for me because that's where I was before. I started believing that I could, as a leader, inspire others and help others and serve others. And, you know, it led me to success. And on August 30th, which is today, the quote is by Dale Carnegie, and he says, the world is full of people who are grabbing and self-seeking. So the rare individual who unselfishly tries to serve others has an enormous advantage. Okay, so that's Dale Carnegie, and I'll tell you what it says, the activity that you can do in this book, okay, for these 2 days. All right, so I just wanted to share with you that, you know, a strong leader, you just have to have a vision of what a strong leader is and that you want it as well. Just be decisive and say, I am going to be a strong leader. So a strong leader develops herself or himself from the inside. Okay, it's nothing that you wake up one day and just are. All right, we have to become that. That's why it's so important for me to share this information with my friends and help them develop themselves. Okay, personal development is big. If you want to be successful, right, you need to feel that success inside your heart, and then you will attract success. Okay, so it all starts from the inside. That's why I seek to help people be successful on the inside first, okay? Because it's going to be easily reflected on the outside very, very quickly, all right? These strong leaders that we want to be can create their life powerfully. So do you believe that you can create your life powerfully? Yes? Yeah? Okay, so make a choice. Yes, I can. I want to. I believe that. All right. You know, things can be difficult, and right now the world is kind of difficult, right? To live in. There's so many rules and regulations, and there's so many fears, and there's lots of propaganda, and there's lots of everything, right? But we just need to be decisive at being positive. Okay, we're going to be positive and strong, and we're not going to be shaken. And if you are shaken at times, it's okay, because you can pick yourself up and be that reliable example of a positive, you know, powerful leader. Okay, and for me, that means a disciple of Christ. All right. So the goal of what I'm going to tell you today is to help you develop some powerful daily habits. Okay, powerful leaders have powerful daily habits. All right, so adopt these habits so you don't have to think. There's no activation energy that you need to conjure up anymore, because every day it's going to be the same beginning and the same end. Okay, so I have 4 suggestions for you to help you stay motivated and inspired. Okay, the first motivation, the first daily goal and habit is to have daily devotional. Okay, for me, what that means is I take the time in the morning and time before bed to meditate, to pray, to talk to God. Seriously, sometimes people say, well, that's cool, but until they do it, then they know how powerful it is. Okay, to journal. Okay, just say your affirmation. It takes 5 minutes. All right, so that's the first thing. All right, so I have on the 29th, which is yesterday, it says put geranium, okay, and magnolia over your heart, or magnolia, and your forehead, and imagine standing on a bright, shiny cloud, halfway to your destination, feeling happy and confident. All right, you can say your affirmation: I am enough, period. I trust the divine within me. Okay, so you can just say those affirmations over and over again, and then use the oils over your heart. What we want to do is just rewire ourselves. Okay, magnolia smells amazing. Geranium, a lot of women like it. Some people don't like it because they don't trust themselves. Learn to like it. Okay, so you can trust yourself and just say, I am enough, and really, really believe that. So with your daily devotional, that's what you do. You write your journal, you say your prayers, you talk to the divine, you open up for divine download. It can be 10 minutes, it can be 15 minutes. Sometimes for me, it takes me hours because I wake up in this state of a gloom and doom, right? And then I have to kind of peel off layers and get myself out of that rut. Okay, so that's what we do with the geranium and the magnolia. The other oil that I want to share with you is lemon eucalyptus. Okay, so this one, you can apply it to the third eye, kind of like what you do with the Melissa oil, okay? And then just open up your inner wisdom, okay? And you can say this affirmation: I am a powerful creator of positive boundaries. So even the negative things, the darkness of the world, it's not going to affect you and influence you and shake you, okay? And then you can say, I help and encourage myself to be positive and to be in positive and purified spaces, okay? You're thinking outwardly, you're thinking about serving humanity, you're always trying to receive new sight, okay? You're seeing the world from a better perspective, okay? We need to do that. We need to do that if we want to remain that powerful leader. We are going to be influencers anyways, okay? You're going to influence your children, you can influence your friends and family who are, around you. So might as well do it in a positive way, okay? We can't afford to be passive and just fall into the pit. All right, it's for those people who want to be, who say, I want my kids to be happy. I want my kids to be healthy. I want my kids to be confident. Guess what? You and I need to be the example of that for our children. We do. Okay, otherwise, we're going to perpetuate patterns. We teach our kids to be passive, and then they have generational stuff, that we could have helped, right? It's effort, but it's possible. And that's the reason why we're here on earth. We're here to succeed, right? And it's so easy to wake up and fall into the pits and focus on yourself, okay? But I'm encouraging you to not do that, to have these daily habits so that you don't fall into the pits, so that you create new traditions, so that your children, at least your children, learn how to be happy, healthy, and confident and powerful. Yes, you want that. I want that. I want that for everyone as well. Okay, so the second thing, besides your daily devotional in the morning and daily devotional at nighttime, so I have it bookends, right, of the day, the beginning of the day and the end of the day. Okay, the second thing is self-care. And people say, oh, I forget to take my supplements. I forget to do what I need to do, eat well, sleep well, and exercise. Well, even if you physically prepare, right, and just do it and make yourself do it, it's a reflection of that self-love. It's a reflection of honoring yourself, okay? So that's really, really important that you do that. Just put your supplements where you remember. It doesn't matter if it's, not a pretty place. For me, I'm just, putting it in the kitchen, right, just so I can see it. And you do, and you put oils next to your bedside. You just do. You have this routine in the morning, a routine at night. You just do, okay? That helps you take care of yourself, because if you do that, then your children will do that, right? Your spouse will do that, and others around you, your friends will do that, okay? Hopefully. But at least for you, you're a great example for them. Okay, at least for you, you are a pillar of light and a pillar of strength, and something that they can look up to, perhaps, and hopefully you can point them to God and say, hey, I'm doing this too. You can do it with me. The third thing is emotional and mental exercises. Okay, so part of that is if you feel like some sort of emotion that's coming up, resolve it. Learn how to do energy balancing with faith. Learn how to be inspired as to know where this negative emotion came from, how you had that association, why you had that association, and just get rid of it. So I teach that to people, and it's a wonderful skill to have. Be part of a community, be part of a movement. Okay, we are humans, we are social creatures, we need to be connected to the whole. All right, at least to the group of people that we resonate with. So if you are a business builder with me, right, come to our meetings every week. If you are inspired and motivated by something else, and you have a passion, find people that share those same passions, and lead with this movement. Okay, and to change the world. When you do that, you're always outward thinking. You're always focused on the measure of your creation here on earth. And it's so much easier for you to stay positive, okay? When we are inward thinking, right, we can fall into that pit very easily, because it doesn't seem to matter whether we get up, push forward or not, because it doesn't affect anybody, we think. No, but we have a purpose on earth, okay? And we really need to fulfill that purpose, all right? And the fourth thing is play and have joy. And sometimes you may not feel like playing and having joy, but make yourself anyways. At least smile. At least, take a shower. At least, plan to play certain games or have hobbies that you got a project that you can work on, something. Okay. For me, I had to really learn to have a hobby, because I didn't know. It was just mommy work, and that was just the life, right? And it wasn't supposed to be that way, but we get caught up, right? And then I had to learn how to play. The reason why I want to share with you those 4 things is because, since the beginning of time, us humans, we allow fear to influence our perceptions, okay? And we can't do that. We shouldn't do that. It's so easy to let ourselves be confused, but we don't have to be confused. If we are, if we are constantly connected to the divine, we'll receive that clarity of mind in your mind and in your heart. All right, and that's light. There's no doubt. It's amazing, and all of us can. Excuse me. All of us can have that clarity. All right, I promise, and I tell my children this too. If you're confused, pause, pray, talk to God, receive light, and you will just know. You will just know. All right. You just need to pray. Okay. Sometimes people say, well, I don't know. Just try it. Just try it, and you'll see. Everybody have access to the divine powers. And then once you do that, you will just know where to go, what to do. Okay. And then you can pray each and every step of the way. If you have a tendency to self-doubt, pause, apply geranium, apply magnolia over the heart, and allow yourself to feel. Okay. Ask again, ask the divine again, and imagine God being near you, not somewhere way up there, far, far away. Okay. God's right with you. Okay. And feel it. Feel his love, right? And love him. And when you fill up your soul with that light and love every morning and every night, in between, you're going to act on inspiration. You're going to be inspired as to know what to do. You will be motivated easily. Okay. Promise. Okay. You don't need to, make yourself and force yourself and have to go through this struggle every day. All right. If I'm going to wake up and I'm going to try and fill up my cup, and then if it takes longer today than it normally does, that's fine. That's fine. But we need to do that. Okay. If you don't, okay, and you have this internal conflict, it's because you haven't decided whether you want your head to lead or your heart to lead. Okay, so just allow your heart to lead, because that's where God communicates with you, and then it'll inspire your mind. As your heart leads, your mind will have more light, because we can't let our limited understanding, right, the current limited understanding, run the show. Because if we're faced with new situations, We need new information, new download, right? And that new download will come to the heart, okay? So when you make a decision to let the heart lead, right, and the mind follow, guess what? There's no more internal conflict, all right? If you do have the internal conflict, you'll have something called divine discontent, okay? And that comes from this self-betrayal, right? So honor that heart, and then you'll be happy in the end. You'll feel peace and you'll feel power no matter what's happening in the world, all right? Somehow, even though you're a little bit worried and feeling sad for others because you're empathic, right, you still have this underlining peace and power. And that's the fruit of being connected to God. That's the fruit of being heart-led. This is very important. I teach my children this every day, and I remind them of that. All right, we can't afford to live in fear. We can't afford to fall into the pits. All right, we have the skills to pull ourselves out. And if you have these daily habits, all right, you will be less likely pulled in like everybody else. In this day and age, it's very popular to go with the fears, right, to go with the confusion, but we don't have to be. We really don't have to be. And I feel that strongly in my heart. And when I'm connected to God, I'm like, I don't feel like I'm living in the dark and confused and grasping at every little thing that I can find, right? You can do that too. So don't limit yourself, all right? The world is operating in darkness and fear, but you don't need to. You can be this visionary, faith-filled example to your friends and family. Be outward thinking. What can you do? How can you serve your mission on earth? Okay, your calling on earth, or whatever you like to call it. All right. I think of my children and I think of my friends, and being outward thinking helps motivate me forward. Okay, anytime I'm thinking about myself, that I have nothing to offer the world, then it's so much easier just to sit there in the pits and hide and hold back. Okay, I decided to be successful. That's the August 29th, believe you can. When you decide, you're halfway there, right? I've decided to be successful. I've decided to be positive. Make that decision too, please. And make the decision to be outward thinking, please. All right, serve. How can I serve? All right, so every day, I like to journal. I like to pull up my affirmation cards. Look at that. I love these. It turned out so beautifully. All right, so there's those three. So that's lemon eucalyptus, and there's the magnolia, and there's the geranium. And on the back, I have the affirmations. Okay, for lemon eucalyptus, I am a powerful creator of positive boundaries. Okay, the negative things, it doesn't affect me. I've already decided. Okay, nope, it doesn't. I honor my heart compass. Yes. So the negative things, it just won't penetrate. All right, so I hold on to this, I use it, and I say it, and then I put it back into my box, okay, and then the next day I pull out something else, okay? So that's just good activities, good exercises that we do to protect ourselves. All right, when we do that, well, we're going to teach our kids, we're going to teach our friends around us to do the same. If you haven't, please take the Energy Balancing with Faith course. Okay. Yes, it's got scriptures. Yes, it's got the principles of Jesus' gospel, but that's wisdom. All right. Instead of pulling it out from nowhere, let's reach for the true source of light. And I discovered that when I follow it, it works. Right? Try it yourself and see. It's very simple. Okay. I also have the Using Gifts of the Earth book. It's a reference guide, so you can look up the oils that you're using and then read about it. So you've got information on it, and then you have the physical things that it can do. It has the negative emotions that it can release, and then negative thoughts and beliefs that created those negative emotions, because we really need to find out what programming that we put into it to create those emotions, right? And then we have the positive emotions. We have the enlightened beliefs that we can adopt. Okay, thoughts that we can adopt, and then affirmations. Okay, and then some substitute as well if you don't have that oil. So lots of tools for you to use. my hope is just to help people. Let me put bookmark into this. My hope is just to help people have these daily habits, okay? Your daily devotional, your physical self-care, your emotional and mental care, all right? And then just some opportunity every single day to play. All right, so those 4 habits that I do every day, it really helps me stay strong. And I pray that it helps you stay strong as well. Because, you know, in this day and age, it's so easy to fall prey to the negativity, right? And we don't want that. We need to stick together, hang out together as a community, and remind each other to stay positive. So today, guys, we want to honor our heart, okay? Believe that we can do it. Geranium, magnolia over your heart. Say your affirmations. Put lemon eucalyptus on your third eye. Bing, open it up, and then repel the darkness and receive light. Okay, not going to let any of that darkness affect us. All right, we are going to stay positive and happy and healthy for not just our sake, but for other people's sake as well. Okay, the world needs people that are proactive, and we can be it. Okay, that's all I have for you for today. Please comment below. If you are on YouTube, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like and friend me on Facebook and Instagram, and just tell me what you think. Hopefully this was helpful and I can do more juicy videos for you. That's all. Take care. Lots of love, light, and healing to you. Bye for now.